Did you know that nearly 1 in 4 visa applications to the United States are rejected each year? Imagine saving money, time and dreams only to see your application denied in seconds. But what if I told you that most rejections can actually be avoided if you know the right insider tips? Today I'm breaking down the exact steps you need to follow if you want to skyrocket your chances of getting that golden American visa. Hey everyone, welcome back to Moving to America, the channel where real immigrants like me share stories, experiences and all the secrets we've learned along the way. If you're dreaming of life in the States, whether for school, work or a fresh start, I want you to get there without the heartbreak and confusion that comes with a rejected visa. So if you're serious about making your American dream a reality, stay with me until the end, because I'm about to share proven methods and little known strategies you probably haven't heard anywhere else. Let's jump right in. Why do so many hopeful applicants get denied? Often it's not because they are unqualified, it's because of small mistakes and misunderstandings that could have easily been avoided. I want you to learn from my journey, not just the triumphs, but the "oh no, I messed up" moments that almost ended my American dream before it started. First up, get your documents right. This sounds obvious, but you'd be shocked how many people make fatal mistakes here. Double, triple, quadruple check every form. Are your names, dates and numbers exactly as they are in your passport? A single typo can be enough for some consulates to reject the application outright. I once heard a story about a student who had 2 different spellings of their name in their application and passport. Result? Rejection, just like that. Make sure every document, bank statements, letters, employment contracts is accurate and up to date. Next, let's talk about my proof of ties to your home country. The US immigration officers are always worried that you might overstay your visa. This is especially true for tourist and student visas. The pro tip here is show strong reasons to return home, like a stable job, real estate or close family. Letters from employers stating your position, proof that you own or rent property, or even evidence of family commitments can make a world of difference. When I applied for my student visa, including a letter from my employer promising a job on my return, and adding photos of my house, actually tipped the odds in my favour. But here's the twist. Too much information can hurt you too. You don't need to hand over your entire life story. Be specific and concise. Rambling, over-explaining, or offering extra unrelated details can raise red flags. I saw someone at my interview start telling a story about a cousin in New York. Boom, instantly the officer assumed the applicant might have plans to stay illegally. Stick to what is asked, nothing more, nothing less. On to financial proof. This one's huge. You need to show you can support yourself in the States, whether it's for study, work or tourism. Bank statements, letters of sponsorship, scholarship letters. Make sure they're real, recent and clearly show enough funds to cover your stay. If your parents or family are supporting you, have all the supporting documents proving their relationship to you and their financial mobility. A tip I wish someone had told me: the embassy can, and sometimes does, cross-check with your bank. Don't get tempted to use fake documents. Getting caught is an automatic, permanent ban. Let's talk about one of the trickier parts, the visa interview. If you've made it here, congrats, but this is where the nerves can really kick in. My advice? Practice your answers to obvious questions. Why are you travelling to the USA? What's your plan when you return home? Make your answers clear and direct. Don't say "I just want to visit." Instead, say something like "I want to experience America's culture and visit specific landmarks, and I have to be back in my country by a certain date because of work commitments." Specificity wins. Now, here's a lesser known tip. Dress and act professionally. Embassies are all about first impressions. Arrive early, dress neatly. It doesn't have to be a suit, but look put together. Be polite, confident and truthful. The officer is trained to pick up on nervous habits or inconsistencies. And please, whatever you do, don't argue. Even if you think the officer is wrong, stay calm, respectful and answer every question as best you can. Honesty is everything. If you had a previous visa, denial or trouble in the past, don't try to hide it. Officers can see your previous applications in their system. Address it briefly and honestly. For example, I was refused previously for incomplete documentation, but I worked hard to correct that this time. Their job is to spot inconsistencies, so stay transparent. Here's a big one not many people talk about: social media checks. Some consulates may glance at your social media profiles, checking for statements or photos that conflict with your application details. Don't post about never coming home again. If you're applying for a tourist visa, make sure your social media matches your story. Let's not forget the timing. Apply early, but not too early. Checking for holiday seasons or major world events can impact processing times and scrutiny. When I applied, I gave myself 4 months before my school semester began. It was just enough time to fix a small paperwork error that, if discovered last minute, could have doomed my dream. A final pro tip: prepare for the unexpected. What if you're missing a document? What if you get an unusual question? Always have backup photocopies and supporting evidence just in case. They rarely ask for extra docs, but if they do, being ready can set you apart. If you made it this far, here's a golden nugget: get help if you need it. If your case is unusual, maybe you've had previous US visits, or you're applying for a complicated visa, don't hesitate to consult a licensed immigration attorney or a trusted migration agent. The money you spend here can save you far more in the long run, both in fees and in heartbreak. So, after all these steps, being 100% accurate, confident and prepared, remember, rejection can still happen, and that's okay. Learn from the experience, fix what you can, and try again. The only guarantee is that you'll never succeed if you never apply. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Have you ever faced a visa rejection? Or maybe you're worried about an upcoming interview? Drop your story or questions in the comments below. Your tip might help someone else, or maybe you'll get the answer that makes all the difference. If you found these tips helpful, hit like and subscribe. We're building a community of dreamers and doers here at Moving to America. Your journey is our journey. Don't miss out on weekly videos packed with honest advice from people who've been exactly where you are right now. Remember, a visa isn't your fate, it's a process. With preparation, honesty and determination, you can turn barriers into stepping stones. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep chasing your American dream. See you next time on Moving to America.